Hi guys, welcome back. It's February the 14th. Happy Valentine's Day. Back down on the micro orchard. I'm just going to spin you around now. So what I want to do just now, you can see this rhubarb is starting to grow now. So it's a good time to, it's pretty clean actually, but there's a couple of dandelions, some grass, fireweed. So I'll start with cleaning that out, and then I'm going to get a good layer of manure put on that, and that'll be a good job for today. Bring you back. Okay, that didn't take too long actually. Like I said, it's fairly clean. There are perennial weeds in there, so for example there's some pretty big dandelions which I just couldn't get down far enough, so I know they'll come back, but I think if you just keep pulling them out it will weaken them. And there's willow herb, I'm not sure what the other stuff is, but anyway, yeah, it's not a huge pile there, and I know there's bindweed in there as well, but like I say, I think if you just keep pulling it out as soon as you see it, and hopefully it'll weaken the root system below ground. So what we're going to do now, we're going to get some manure. Before I do that though, there's just one thing I wanted to show you. Under this was like it's a sort of like a canvas advertising banner. We got a load of them from the local hall. They'd stored them and didn't want them anymore, but if you look underneath, that's been down, well, over a year anyway, and there was cardboard on top of the soil, and this went on top of the cardboard because I've just noticed somewhere along here you can still see the bits of sellotape. That was all that was left of the cardboard, so the cardboard is completely gone. There's some bindweed there, I'll burn that. So hopefully I'll cover it back up, put the bricks in place, just hold it down. But over time I'd like to do this whole row, maybe with another load of rhubarb. But anyhow, that's for another day. But yeah, it just shows, doesn't it, the kind of idea of no dig, you know, cover your ground and then put something else on top, and over a season or two it just really cleans it all up. Okay guys, so that's well rotted horse manure and I prefer to use one of these long handled forks, like a special manure fork. It just makes the job so much easier than using a standard garden fork. So I'll just load the barrow up. Now just get it onto the bed. If you're new to gardening, don't be worried about covering the plants, the leaves or anything. Rhubarb's, as you know, really vigorous, so it will just push through. Some of this is quite dry because it's been under cover, but we're due rain tomorrow, so it will all get washed in. So that's it guys, there's 2 crowns under there. That was the start of, say, hopefully get another bed along here. But yeah, a good probably 3-4 inch layer of well rotted horse manure, so they should really appreciate that. So it's a good job for this time of year. Right, let's have a quick spin around the orchard before we go. So already you can see the comfrey is starting to come through, but you'll notice there's some creeping buttercup, some dandies, willow herb, so it might be worth just getting that out. And where this carpet is here, if we pull that out, you see how clean that is. So probably just makes sense to move that and smother these here just to stop it encroaching into there. You can see it all coming through right the way down. Some primroses there coming out. Some bramble here that needs cutting. Otherwise what they tend to do is tip layer themselves. You know, they tend to, and then you get a new plant, so it's worth keeping your eye on those, definitely. So on this, what was the old blackcurrant, gooseberry bed. I mentioned the elephant garlic before. There's one or two missing, but I've got some bulbs which I'm going to spring plant, so any gaps, not a problem, I can fill those up. And on this bed here, I've got some asparagus crowns coming, I think in March, I think it is, they said, from a UK company. Got them online. So I just need to dig a trench down the middle, put muck in ready to, because when they arrive, I think, you know, you can't hang about, you've got to get them in pretty quick, but the ground's still pretty heavy, wet and clarty, so I'm just going to leave it till it dries out a bit. Same story with this part here that had blackcurrant bushes in and a row of autumn raspberries. I'm going to now grow potatoes and leeks in this bit, so again it needs digging over, but again I'll just leave it till it's dried out. And where my thornless blackberry was, if you remember, there was two others, but I've grubbed them out now because they weren't very good, so that's got that done. I'll probably actually tip layer this one because it's really good. Re-graft this pear tree. It just doesn't look good. If you look at these growths here, look, they're all black. In fact, yeah, they're dead. You know, look at that. There's no green tissue there at all. So I think it's got some kind of a fungal infection. You can see, oh, that's old wax actually, but just, you know, the way this bark's peeling off, and it looks like there's some kind of fruiting bodies there. So the plan is to stump it right back and try again, re-graft it again, because I got some scion wood off this one. This one's looking really good. Maybe just that branch there, look, you see the bark is blistering, so again I'll probably cut that right back, not bother, just leave that. I won't graft into that because there's plenty of good healthy growths coming off this one. I've got 3 crowns to go in this asparagus bed here, and then last but not least, I've still got the firewood. This is the horse chestnut. I have been working my way through it. It's splitting pretty good. One question I have to ask you guys out there: this bark, if it's dry, can I burn it in my wood burner? I know it won't burn for long, but I hate wasting anything, and as long as it's dry, I thought it might be alright to burn. So if you do that, drop me a comment down below, let me know what your thoughts are on that. So that's it for now, folks. Got to head home now, and this afternoon I am nominated chef for tonight's Valentine's meal, which, if you're interested, is going to be a starter of courgette fritters and oysters, not together, and then linguine with mussels and flaked salmon in a white wine sauce, probably with a bit of parmesan shaved on as well. So, oh, don't forget the bubbly. Alright, catch you later.